What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the MG Cup Series, and welcome to the first time ever to South Boston Speedway, also known as SoBo Speedway. Not sure why they're not. There we go. All right. I don't know why time was frozen, but we're ready here. Chris Mack, of course, qualified on pole. He's got the most experience here at this racetrack out of all the other drivers here in this field. On the channel, at least, he does. As he's raced here in the late models, but look at who's on his outside here. It's the 48, Jimmy Johnson, defending series champion. Jimmy Johnson won the 2004 MG Cup Series championship. He's to the outside, starting second here with a 24. Jeff Gordon starting third. Green flag in the air. Johnson did not get going at all on that start, and that held everybody up. Here comes Jeff Gordon looking for second underneath his teammate. These were the two most dominant drivers last season, 8 and 7 wins respectively. Rusty Wallace, the inaugural MG Cup Series champion, in 4th place right now. That 2-car won the championship back in 2003. He's looking for 3rd in his final season here, full-time in the MG Cup Series. Something seems to have just awoken in that 2-car and in his mindset there, because all of a sudden he went from running mid-pack last season to running up front each and every week this season. Now looking for 3rd on Jeff Gordon, former rival. Bumper to the back of the 24. How about that? Remember in the NASCAR Cup Series at Bristol, it was the 24 putting the bumper to the back of the 2-car, and Rusty was upset with Jeff, and now it's the other way around here at South Boston. Heading down the back straightaway now. Or front straightaway, I should say. That 86 is absolutely driven away from the field. You saw him pop it sideways there. He's driving as hard as he can, trying to get as big of a gap as he possibly can. And the rest of the field here, Jimmy Johnson, they have nothing on this guy. He is flying around here. Man, Chris Mack is fast. That battle's still going on back there, but here comes the 17 of Matt Kenseth underneath the 01 of Joe Nemechek. I don't even want to look at fastest. Oh my gosh, that's almost wow. Just wow, bro. Anyways, Chris Mack already catching lap traffic. We're 10 laps in here, and the man has already caught the rear end of the field. Someone slow this guy down. Absolutely flying around this racetrack. Now he's caught the 4 of Mike Wallace. Where is he going to go? If he can lap the 4-car, he will defeat racism. Yes, you heard it correctly. Can he do it? Mike Wallace holding him up down on the low side. Chris Mack gonna go high now, gonna try to get by him up there. The 41 of Casey Mears holding him up. He's just gonna be patient here. Knows there's not anything to gain by putting people a lap down. Doesn't want to risk wiping himself out racing these lap cars. That time by, he technically did lap him at the line there, but he still hasn't cleared the 4-car, so he hasn't put Mike Wallace a lap down yet. I think that's his own little mental challenge there. Mike Wallace running last out on the racetrack right now, 36th place. There's only 36 entries at this racetrack. The track wasn't big enough to support 43 pit stalls. And now Chris Mack clears the 4 and the 7 of Robbie Gordon. That car wiggling around off of turn 4. Now here comes Jimmy Johnson slowly closing in as the 86 has to deal with lap traffic. And unfortunately, it's that time where we have to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the MG Cup Series. We are under caution, and let's show you why. A crash happened right in front of your race leader. Chris Mack had to make a move to avoid it. Did get a small piece of it, but the damage isn't too bad. Let's see what kicked it all off here. The 10 of Scott Riggs having an issue trying to get down the pit road. Collides with the 41. He's going to try to get in here. Jason Leffler down on the apron after making contact. He checked up. 86 was right there and just made a slight bit of contact with Leffler. That sent him down on the apron. Leffler trying to get back up on the track to avoid speeding into the pits. The 10 trying to get down off the track, and they collide. They meet right in the middle. The 86 and the 4 have nowhere to go. Right into the door of the 10 car, but luckily not too hard. Jimmy Johnson got checked up by all of this as well. Luckily made no contact. And Chris Mack retains the lead, even though he was technically involved in a lap car shenanigan. So, luck is on his side, it seems. Let's try this again on the restart. Here we go. The 4 of Mike Wallace, the only car a lap down currently on the inside line. Gonna try to race for his lap back. Jimmy Johnson in the 48 needs to hurry up and get past that 4 car if he wants a chance to catch Chris Mack, because my goodness, that 84 Papyrus Racing Chevy is fast here tonight. Here we go. Chris Mack didn't quite clear Wallace. Mike Wallace on the inside. Jimmy Johnson now gets by on the low side. Chris Mack slid up high. Not taking too many chances here. The 24 Jeff Gordon did get to his back bumper. The 86 loose off of turn 4 there. Now can Mack pull to the inside? No, he's going to stay on the outside here. He's going to stay in the high lane. Possibly try to pass him up there. I'm not sure. It looks like that's what he's going to try to do. For a second, I thought he was going to try to cross him over, but he's staying on his outside, going to pinch him down in each corner here and try to take the lead away on the outside line. But Mike Wallace, right in front of your leaders, going absolutely nowhere. And wow, what a move. Just pulls underneath the 4 car. And now going to move him up the racetrack. Wow. Wasting no time here with Mike Wallace. Gets underneath the 4. Clears Wallace here. And now Jimmy Johnson behind that 4 car. Chris Mack sliding that thing through the corners. Just trying to hang on to it at this point. But how about this here tonight for some good short track action? Let's get a good flyby down into turn 1. Look at the 86, and here comes the rest of the field coming by now. I'd say this right here is a beautiful angle. Let's be quiet so we can crank it up here. Rusty Wallace to the inside of Jimmy Johnson, trying to take the second spot away. His brother Mike Wallace right in front of him in that 4 car, holding up Jimmy a little bit. But Rusty down low just cannot get a good exit, especially off of turn 4. The way they pop it sideways and don't go all the way up the racetrack on these exits makes it really difficult for them. But meanwhile, out in front, it's all Chris Mack. He's lapping cars once again. And we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Oh, welcome back. And Brian Vickers into the inside wall, gets hit by Michael Waltrip and Kurt Busch, bringing out the second caution of the day. What a tough break for Brian Vickers in the 25. We're going to go back and show you what happened here. Looks like the 86 trying to get by? No. So the 25 trying not to slide. Oh, I see what happened here. 25 didn't go all the way up the racetrack. The 86 trying to tuck in, expecting him to go a little bit higher so he can slide in behind that 25 there. And they just ran out of room and make contact. The 25 goes into the inside wall, bounces off. And then since the track is so narrow, nowhere for Kurt Busch to go. Michael Waltrip tried to go high, but ultimately had nowhere to go. He slides in right into his door. Not a really hard crash, but just an unfortunate one for Brian Vickers. Nobody out of the race other than the 10 of Scott Riggs, but that was more because of his engine issue rather than the crash. So let's go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Alright, we're back here. Ooh, I had to stretch. We are back here on ESPN from South Boston Speedway, getting ready to go green once again. Chris Mack controls the field, green flag back in the air. Wheel spun just a little bit, but he kept it going. Yeah, you can see the tires starting to age a little bit. Tire wear is a thing. Can't forget about that. Tires starting to wear out a bit, making it harder for him to do these restarts without spinning the tires. Rusty Wallace is in second, trying to chase down that 86 car so he can possibly get his first win since 2003. He's only won one time here in the series. The 86 though, just too fast for these guys. The A to Dale Jr., a lap down, trying to keep that 2 car behind him here, but it's not going to be easy for Junebug. Look at the 86, and now look at the rest of these guys. It's a whole 2 seconds, or almost 2 seconds. Yeah, 2 seconds. There's a 2-second difference between Chris Mack and the rest of the field. See the 17 of Matt Kenseth above his teammate of the 97 of Kurt Busch. We are finally halfway through this event, by the way. Just realized that. Chris Mack on a tear, trying to get this thing over as quickly as possible, it seems here. Wait, he's just driving the wheels off that thing. Completing lap after lap after lap. Now this is real short track racing, not none of that Dover and New Hampshire stuff that we see that they consider short tracks. No, this is real short track racing. Tracks less than a mile, less than 0.7 whatever exact it was, exact length it was, miles long. It's just short tracking. I mean, what else can I say about it? Whoa, this is gonna get sketchy. 3 wide through turns 3 and 4. There's still 3. Bobby Labonte on the inside. Jeremy Mayfield up high. Jeff Green on the highest lane. And now they're going to take that 3 wide and get Robbie Gordon involved in it. Labonte backs out of it. Kurt Busch in the 5. Or Kyle Busch in the 5, excuse me. Underneath the 4 of Mike Wallace as they continue to put him a lap down. Love how great these cars look. 43, 7, the 18 all still going at it. Jeff Green gets past Labonte now, trying to work his way through. And look at this. Further back, that's the leader. Oh! Chris Mack got turned sideways there. They checked up big time. Chris Mack keeps it going. No caution. No damage to that 86 either, but looked like some contact was made. We're going to go back now, take a look at what happened to your race leader. He is still out on the racetrack right now, and underneath the 42, oh, they were 3 wide. I don't think he realized that. The 42 just kind of forced him down, gave him no room. He hit the inside wall trying to avoid him, just clipped it, kind of kissed it a little bit, bounced off the wall, into the 42, and slid sideways. Luckily, nobody hit him, and he was able to keep it somewhat straight. Keeps it going. Green flag is still in the air. Now he's trying to put some of these guys back 1 lap down. I don't think he realized they were going to be 3 wide heading into turn 1 there. And that really didn't even seem to slow him down too much. It might have hurt his tires a little bit, but he's still charging. He's working his way through the pack. Oh, Mike Bliss turned right into his quarter panel there, or well, he slid up into the 0. Obviously a little frustrated with the 42 machine. Now he's back behind McMurray. Oh boy, what's he gonna do? Oh, drove right into him, sent him up into the outside wall. I guess that's one way to send a message there. Look at the right side of McMurray's car, destroyed, pancaked, after he's got it up into the outside wall. And Chris Mack is like, I am not gonna let this race slip out of my hands. Not this far into it. He's led pretty much every lap here today. Does not want to let that go to waste. Now the 45 of Kyle Petty up behind the 42 of Jamie McMurray. Can't quite do anything there. The 2 of Rusty Wallace, 5 seconds back from Chris Mack here. Just kind of cruising around, hoping for a caution or something. And right as I say that, I hear contact being made. But luckily, no incident. They're keeping it straight. And now Mark Martin in the 6 got really close to the 86 there. I gotta tell you something. This is the cleanest we've seen a Papyrus Racing number 86 car in a while. I mean, the amount of terrible luck he's had these past couple of seasons. So nice to see this for a change. I mean, he's still got a couple of DNFs this season, a little bit more than they'd like, but he's also got a win at the Homestead Road Course, and now he looks to be on track for a 2nd win this season, 3rd of his career. Chris Mack improving in front of our eyes here. Still a young man, making a lot of young man mistakes, being a little impatient here. Just needs to be a little bit more patient. I think he'll have a long way to go before that happens. But once it does, I think he'll be one of the greatest on track each and every week, or one of the fastest, I should say, on track each and every week. Putting the 20 of JJ Yaley a lap down now. Yaley still in that 20 car. Stewart not set the return yet for a couple of weeks. At least not until after the Coke 600. It'll be revealed then if he'll be racing that next race or not. But as of right now, we don't know when Tony Stewart will be back in the car. But JJ Yaley driving for his points, doing a pretty solid job, running up inside the top 15. Oh, into the outside wall, upside down, Brian Vickers. A bad crash. And that's going to bring out the caution. Once again, Vickers on his roof. Got back on his wheels, but a hard wreck, terrible crash. Looks like he is okay. But out of this race, and man, nice to see that he's alright. What even happened to Brian Vickers? See the leader right there. Oh, they just ran out of... Oh my goodness, he just got hooked by Jeff Green there. Looks like Green tried to hop down to the bottom, tuck in behind the 25, and just misjudged it. Was not clear at all. Hooked the 25 right up the racetrack, and you could hear the impact from the live feed. I'm gonna mute so you guys can hear more of the audio, but oh my goodness, that was a hard crash for Brian Vickers. Almost a head-on impact. And remember, this is really just a local short track. Doesn't really have as much money as some of the bigger tracks we go to. So there are no safer barriers here. It's just concrete. And watch this. Gets sent up the racetrack, head on into the outside wall hard. Gets up on top of that 43 car and onto his roof. Then the car slides along, and as it starts to slow down, it rolls back on the all four wheels there. A hard crash. Luckily, only 2 cars involved, because there were a lot of cars. This is a really small track, so small and narrow, so there's really nowhere to go when wrecks like this happen right in front of you. Just lucky you didn't slide back down the track in front of oncoming traffic, because man, oh my gosh, wow. We're gonna have to look at that again. Hard crash for Brian Vickers. He got upside down at Indianapolis last season, but that was nowhere near as bad as this. I mean, yeah, the car tumbled a couple of times, but that's better than just nailing a wall head on like this. Oh my goodness, he hit it so hard it just kind of ramped up onto the wall and flew, and then the 43 came up underneath it, and that's what sent him upside down, almost up into the catch fence. He came inches away from getting into the fence there. Lands on top of the 43, gave Jeff Green a little bit of roof damage there, and Green was having a good run as well, so he was up in 12th place. That's an unfortunate break for him as well there, but obviously we were just concerned about Brian Vickers. Luckily he is okay, as we said, after a hard crash here. Look at the top right of your screen. Right in the middle of your screen, you'll see, oh my goodness, Vickers went in hard. Let's take one more look at it. We actually do have an onboard with that 25 driver as well here. We know he did not see that coming at all. The red flag has been shown. It was a really hard impact. Almost looked like it cracked the wall a little bit. That would have been, oh. We're going to take another look at it. Watch this. Oh my gosh. Brutal impact. And watch the wall. Watch the wall. Oh my. Oh. It did not budge. And I do see a small crack in the wall where Vickers hit. Not sure if they'll be trying to repair that or not under this red flag, or fill that in or what. I'm not even sure what they can do about that. other than just hope that nobody else goes up there and hits it. That 25 did go in very hard, and I'm just so glad he's okay. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back to finish this after this. Welcome back to the UMG Cup Series. The red flag has been lifted here from South Boston Speedway after a terrible crash involving Brian Vickers, who went on his roof. Luckily, he is okay. He's already out of the infield, already been released from the infield care center. The 43 of Jeff Green was also involved in that. He is out of the race as well. Your race leader, Chris Mack, has been dominant all day here, as we are about to restart and get this race over with. We have just under 30 laps to go, and man, I'm still just taken aback by what we just saw. That was a hard crash, and look at this. Look at how many cars are a lap down. I mean, he was lapping, I believe he was lapping 11th at the time of the incident, so just a crazy, crazy wreck. But as we said, luckily everybody was okay. Miraculously, nobody was hurt, but my goodness. Let's move on now. We're about to go green here. Green flag back in the air. We're racing once again here from SoBo. And Chris Mack did not get a good restart. We spun the tires, and he's way wide up, out of the groove. No! Chris Mack way out of the groove there, trying to stay in it. Cannot get... Oh, wiggles once again. That car not handling too good on old tires. He's going to have to calm down. He needs to settle down a little bit here. He's falling back to 4th. We know he's got the fastest car on track, but man, he hadn't had to do a restart in a while there. His tires have degraded a lot by this point. He's going to try to pinch down that 48 of Jimmy Johnson, but he's got to be a lot more careful here. And all this traffic slowing him down as well. Joe Nemechek is your new race leader. Nemechek hasn't won yet here in the UMG Cup Series. Looking for his first career win. And he's had some terrible luck as well. A lot of these drivers in the field have just had no luck whatsoever, except for Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon, and Jamie McMurray. The more dominant drivers of last season. I guess you can throw Mark Martin onto that list as we make contact there. And Tony Stewart as well. Basically, all of your multi-time winners are the drivers that have had things going their way. Everybody else have been played with bad luck, especially with how the racing is in the UMG Cup Series. You never know what can happen at what track. All over the back bumper of the 48. That's the 86 of Chris Mack, still running into the back bumper of him as we come around to 21 laps to go, this time by that 86, sliding off a turn 2, still hitting that bumper. Oh my goodness, he is all over Jimmy Johnson's back bumper here, trying to push Jimmy past the 2 car, it seems. Oh, and now just runs him over. He does not care anymore. Gave him a huge shot. Look at the back end of that 48 car, and another door bang off of turn 2. Jimmy had no choice but to give it up there. Now they're 3 wide off of turn 4. Jimmy able to clear both of them. Chris Mack had to go. He is on the move. Back up into 2nd place. 20 laps to go from South Boston Speedway, and about a 2-second gap to make up here on the 01 of Joe Nemechek. Just a couple of lap cars in front of him here, but we know he's got one of the fastest cars now that he's gotten his feet under him once again. Dives it in underneath Bobby Labonte. This is his time to take risks now, because he knows he needs to get back to the front. Underneath the 5 of Kyle Busch. Gets by Kyle pretty cleanly there. Joe Nemechek still being held up by Tony Stewart, or JJ Yaley in the 20. And Chris Mack driving it in way deep, trying to get the run off the corner. And now tried to get his nose in there. Joe Nemechek chopped his nose just a little bit as they made contact. The 86 right there, right behind the 01's back bumper. Coming around this time by, it'll be 15 laps to go. The 86 keeps getting loose. Wow, this is crazy. Oh man, about turned the 01 off of turn 2 there. I had to check up big time to avoid wrecking him. And now, oh, another shot. He's going to move him. He moves Joe Nemechek up the racetrack, out of the way, out of the groove. And he's going to go to the lead once again. Chris Mack, the fastest car out on track. He's back out in front here today. And now trying to dive underneath the 20 of Yaley. He's going to clear JJ. And now dives underneath the 31 of Jeff Burton, trying to get as far away from that 01 as he can. Giving a new meaning to bump and run. He is literally running away from the 01 car, driving as hard as he can to get away from him, fighting for his life out here, it seems. Running for his life, I should say. 11 laps to go for Chris Mack. Things are getting crazy here. The 86 driver trying his best. Here we come. 10 to go. Nine laps to go for Chris Mack. That 86 car has been fast all day. He's led almost every lap. Just trying to put a stamp on it and make it official. Trying to sign on the dotted lines here. Just a handful of laps left. Come on. Come on, Chris. Come on. You got this. Lap cars all over the place. He's got a 3-second gap. He doesn't need to push. He doesn't need to do anything crazy. Got into the back of the 49 a little bit there. Don't think he was trying to. Looked like Ken just kind of checked up. Now underneath Ken Schrader. Risky move. Just able to squeak by. Just snuck underneath him. Schrader went a little wide to give him some space there. 5 laps to go from South Boston Speedway. And Chris Mack, where's he going to go? He's got a roadblock of lap cars. I don't think he needs to get by them instantly, because he's got a big gap on Joe Nemechek here, but I think he wants to just be safe. He wants to be certain here. Underneath, David Starr and Michael Waltrip 3 wide. Down the front straightaway, he's going to clear them heading into 1 and 2. Now gets underneath Ryan Newman. Coming around to 3 laps to go. This time by. Nice and smooth. Come on. 3 to go. Now he's trying to get by his rival, Jamie McMurray. They've had about 3 run-ins now at this point. And they get by without too much incident. 2 laps to go. He's trying to figure out a way to get past. He's going to take it 3 wide underneath Jason Leffler and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Clears them. White flag in the air this time by. One more time around here from South Boston. Chris Mack. Oh man. Imagine how big this would be. And how much it will mean for him to win yet another race here in the MG Cup Series. Coming out of turn 4 for the final time at the stripe. Chris Mack is going to win, as he just put the 45 a lap down. I'm not sure if he was trying to set a record for how many cars he could pass in one night or what, but man, he gets the job done there. And now coming around to the front straightaway, he's going to celebrate here. Waiting for everybody else to come by. He's going to start burning it down here. He's got one more that he's got to wait on. 21 of Ricky Rudd. Oh, failed attempt there. Got to rev the engine a little bit. There he goes. He's burning it down here. A well-deserved burnout. well-deserved victory and a well-deserved checkered flag here for Chris Mack. Look at him as he slides that thing all the way down the front straightaway backwards. Gonna take a quick little victory lap here, it seems. Little victory lap in reverse there. And now, gonna slow it down and burn it down once again here on the front straightaway. Your winner from South Boston Speedway, Chris Mack in the 86 machine. How about that for him? An awesome drive, great run here today, and we know he is excited. Can't blame him for being happy as well. He's gonna drive it around to victory lane here, which is just in the middle of pit road. Man, what a job by Chris Mack. Takes a checkered flag. That's gonna do it. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Hope to see you guys next time. And until then, peace.